Hey everyone, hello and welcome, Tony Bing here. For this video we will run through the Cosmic Trial in Rocket Raccoon. Now if you're new to this series of videos, what I do is I try to run through the Cosmic Trial and various different heroes. Now I will actually only have super heroic gear equipped and I won't have a legendary equipped either. Now the reason for that is to try and find heroes that are pretty powerful or have enough utility to get through the trial early doors, so with all the new players playing the game at the moment they can actually get to the cosmic difficulty as quickly as possible, because that's where the fun really does begin once you start getting the cosmic drops. So what we'll do in this video is we'll have a quick look at the skills I would use, then we'll check out the talents, then we'll show the actual gameplay from the cosmic trial, and finishing up I'll show off the gear that I used to pass the trial. So first up, let's look at the skills and talents. The first skill we look at then would be our main spender. Now we're actually using a basic here, and the reason for that is through the certain talents and skills we set up we won't be using the talent that allows you to restore 100% of your plasma ammo, so we're best to stick with the basic, and in this case it would be the photon pistols. Now the next skill, we've got a burning dot that also slows the enemies. This is fantastic for the Cosmic Trial. This is the M78 plasma launcher, and you can actually fire this over two separate areas as well, so that's really good. We then have the H7 Fleet Slayer. I like this one because it's got multiple charges on a low cooldown and it does quite a lot of damage over a large area as well. Now if you feel that defense is an issue rather than offense, then feel free to swap this with the shield booster instead. Now for the next set of skills on the L2, we start off with the time warp turret here. So this is great. This works as a dot. It will actually slow the enemy and it slows projectiles as well, and you can have up to two of these at a time and they cover a massive area. We then have another summon. This one's the suppression turret. So this one actually stuns and weakens the enemies, and through talents we can have them linking up and firing off a bolt of lightning that actually works as a dot as well. And if you can set them up correctly, it is quite difficult, but if you can set them up right for the enemies coming through them, you'll do huge amounts of damage. The final summon skill we look at is the blaster turret, so we can summon up to 3 of these, and through actual talents we've got these Fire and Fleet Slayer missiles that do area of effect damage as well. And then the final skill we look at is the signature, which is a Hadron Enforcer from the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 1. It does a huge amount of damage, 30-second cooldown, and really it's a signature. There's not much else to say other than that. So next up, let's have a look at the talents I would be using. Now, like the skills that we've looked at just a moment ago, the talents are actually heavily focused on the summon side of things as well. So the first one we look at is Groot's Healing Spores. Now this allows you to passively call in Groot when you hit with a power, and it also gives you the guarded buff. Now the reason I like this is I prefer having the extra space for alternative skills rather than having one skill actually used up just for having Groot attack when you can have him come in automatically anyway. The next talent we look at is Upgraded Arc Turrets. So this is the one that allows you to have the lightning wall between the suppression turrets. It also increases the max charges and the max summon limit, so you can have up to 3 of them out at one time, and you can also summon all 3 of them as well, one after the other, because you get 3 charges. We then have the Upgraded Time Dilator. So this one, when you use this, it actually upgrades the Time Warp turret so that it regenerates 5% of your shield capacity per second, which is pretty awesome and really good from a defense perspective. It also adds a dot to it, and it allows you to have 2 of them out at a time, and you can have 2 charges as well. We then have Upgraded Plasma Rifle, and what this does is it upgrades your blaster turret with heavy plasma shells that cause AoE damage. And then finishing up, we have blaster turrets. So this one here, your blaster turrets can now fire Fleet Slayer missiles, which is great again for AoE, and you can also actually summon up to 3 of them. You have 3 charges, and on top of that your H7 Fleet Slayer, which we're also using, gains an additional charge, and the pull down in the charges is pulled down by 2 seconds as well, which is really pretty great. So what we'll do now is we'll run through this Cosmic Trial. Once we beat it, I'll then show off the gear we've used.
be. And that's the way it's done.
And there we go, that's another Cosmic Trial completed. Now, I'm not great at placing the turrets, as you probably see, and I just spam them all over the place. I don't place them very strategically, but despite that, I was still able to pass the trial from using them. Now, if you see the gear I have as well, it's all just super heroic, regular artifacts, and no legendary equipped at all. So, if I'm able to do it with my awful turret placement, then I'm sure anyone else will be able to as well. So, I hope this was useful. Any comments, feel free to leave them below, and I'll see you all again soon.